Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Give me 1 second.
What's up, everybody? We are back again. Okay, we are back again to talk about some of the foolishness that's been going on surrounding Child Offset, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and Kenneth Petty. It seems like this is something that's been going on and on. Have indeed been leaked out. Okay, text messages have been leaked out, which I'm glad the text messages were leaked out because now we get to kind of like, see, that's what I asked for. So I want to see. Now keep in mind, all right, keep in mind that it does not excuse, in my personal, the actions of the other people. Okay, just because we about to get into some text messages and stuff, it does not exclude, you know what I'm saying, the ignorance. Okay. And I feel like it could be a bit on both sides. All right. Let me know that you guys can hear me without issue. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure. Well, I feel like if y'all can hear me, y'all would tell me that y'all couldn't. Okay. So it's quite a few things, all right. And we're also going to talk about Jeannie Mai and Jeezy with this divorce because really want to get you guys' thoughts about it. Um, but I just feel like a lot of people on social media are really trying to make Jenny the ultimate problem. And I'm not all the way there with y'all on that. For the people that may feel like, it's her fault because he was the one that filed for a divorce, but we're going to talk more about that. But before we do that, okay, of course, come on in, like up the video. It was last minute, so I know notifications did not go out. So liking up the video helps and lets other people know that we are indeed live. Okay, so definitely do that. All right. So the first thing that I wanted to get into were actually these text messages that were released. Okay. And the guy that got into it with Offset, the one that was holding the phone with Kenneth, doing all the extraness, doing all that big talk. Let me put him up on the screen real quick. Okay. The one standing right next to Kenneth, him. Okay. This is the person that Offset DM'd. He did not DM Kenneth, as a lot of people are assuming and alleging. He did not. He DM'd this young man right here. Okay. That young man sent information to whoever he sent it to. And I believe this man is his label head, Von Dunn, CEO or whatever. And so he was the guy that was doing the extraness with adding Cardi and all of that. And keep in mind, a lot of this drama took place, I suppose, after the VMAs or whatever. Offset decided to hop in this man's DM where he showed us a glimpse of what Offset said, but people wanted to see more of what Offset said. So that's when he decided to drop this evidence over here, which is interesting. Before I get into these messages, it's like Offset hit you up at like 3 p.m. or something, whatever day that was. So whatever day that was, he hit you up at 3 p.m. Why did you wait until 4 a.m. to talk about you outside with a hoodie on during the summertime? Girl, whatever. And also, why you hopping in this man DM when you know that you ain't technically about that life and you always asking people for their location. Girl, it's giving send me your location. And like we don't have time for that. You out here playing with people, but we gonna get you together too because ain't nobody right in this. Okay. So let's check out what he had to say. This is a video, so I'll be pausing and reading the text messages as we go. Okay. All right, so he got to scroll up to the top so we can see. First of all, it's him following Offset for me. Now, he did tell us that he be following them and they family. And he said, it ain't because I like you. Well, it must be because, sir, hello? Their pages are public. So you don't technically have to follow them to keep up with them. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that, baby. But it's giving you're a fan. And it's giving a bit jealous. Aren't you an artist of some sort? It's giving a bit jealous as well. So, I mean, it's giving also weird. I'm telling you, Nikki, that man is a liability, but let's keep going. All right. So we at the top. Okay. And this is where Offset sent this message out, girl. Now we know the date. Okay. So when he took that screenshot, the screenshot that he took said yesterday. Okay. That's what the screenshot said. It said yesterday on there on the screenshot. So that means that would have been on Friday. So you wait until Saturday morning. Hello? Y'all ain't got nothing else. I know y'all got some kids y'all could have checked on. Make sure they wasn't getting up, going over there to the refrigerator and getting shit out of it. in the wee hours of the morning. I know y'all had some people y'all could have went and checked on instead of being out here on somebody's block, on the curb, on the corner, giving corner boys as you guys are hitting up somebody telling them to pull up after they done sent this message in the afternoon Thursday. Okay, but all right, we're gonna keep going. So Offset sends him this message and said, "Where you located?" I can't, girl. That's worse than asking a person what you doing all the time. Like you always saying where you located. But anyway, he says you NIGGAs old as in female business with no money for war. Don't post me either since you a gangster, right? You live in Charlotte too. Okay, this what he said. Okay, now they did say real G's move in silence. Okay. And I don't know how much of a G he is, although he sit up here and claimed that he is cool and he's cool, cool, cool. So the guy said, I'm outside heavy, ain't hiding from now NIGGA, especially no rap niggas, is what he says. Okay. So Offset said, you in Charlotte, right? You NIGGA's pussy. Posting females that's tough. Listen, Offset not lying with what he's saying. He not lying. Okay. I mean, maybe not say they was PUSSY, but maybe say they were goofy, like y'all goofy for that, but you ain't have to say they was pussy for that. But I just feel like it was lame for you to hop in this man DMs asking him where he at when you know you're not gonna pull up. But anywho, so he says, I'm outside, gangster. Shut the F up, NIGGA. You ain't even get no back. You ain't even get no get back for them NIGGAs killing your people. Try me if you want to, pussy, is what he said. Girl, listen, I mean, they have not got no get back, but I don't think it need to be no get back. I think it just need to be a locked up. Okay, for whoever took the life of Takeoff. Okay, and we're coming up on a year of his passing, and y'all haven't found out anything. Ugh, girl, I can't take it. Let's keep going. So he says you a grown 40-year-old man talking SHI about women. You're pussy. He's not lying. He's not lying. He's not lying. He's not lying there. So the dude says, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then Offset says you NIGGA is too old and don't be outside. And also you can think what you think, but you broke and ain't far from what he says, and ain't far from me catching already. I'm not gonna say SHI. I'm not gonna say shit else to you online. So the dude says, I ain't hiding, my nigga. Oh wow. So then Offset says PUSSY get stepped on. So the man said, well, get in line. And then Offset said, well, you get some money. Great is giving two females arguing. So then the guy says, on that PUSSY, you got shook. Because NIGGAs say big queens, goofy ass nigga. But see, here's the thing, sir. I have to address you now. Why the fuck will Offset care anything about who runs New York, Queens, New York, Brooklyn, the Bronx? Why would he care if he's not even from there? You know what I'm saying? Like the man is from Georgia. Like, why would he give a damn what y'all doing up there? And I think about it. Why you got Takeoff? You ain't say his name, but it's slick giving. Why you got that man name in your mouth? We talking about you right now, and we talking about y'all being PUSSY trying to sit up here and threaten a woman, and high key trying to get to me by way of coming at my woman. That's what it's really giving. If Nikki and Cardi got a beef, let them beef. What they got to do with y'all? Why y'all coming for her? Because see, now I got to sit up here and address you, and then here you are doing exactly what you shouldn't have been doing the first time, which was minding. You should have been minding your business, and you wasn't. Now you want to sit over here and you want to speak on Takeoff? Keep his name out your mouth. Keep his situation out your mouth. Like what? So it's like, see, you don't add it. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Okay. So anywho, Offset says UNIGGAs was nowhere to be found. Okay. He says NIGGAs is outside in New York at parties. I post where I be at. UNIGGAs is really grouped up. He says goofies, you ain't NIGGA. He says UNIGGAs ain't standing on no business or standing on no money. Girl, no, he didn't say that to them folks like that. Let me because I think it may have froze. So give me 1 second. Let me see if I can add it back so we can get back into these messages. Because I think he may have said more after that. Okay, so let me go back down. Yeah, let me go here. Okay. Yeah. He says you NIGGAs was nowhere to be found. NIGGAs is outside in New York at parties. I post where I be at. You NIGGAs really grouped up. Goofies. You ain't standing on no business or no money. Child. Well, Kenneth is standing on Nicky's. But anywho, he says you broke. I can tell. I can tell, goofy ass nigga. So the man says use that money to get them niggas that killed your partner, my G. That's gangster. I can't take it. Like, you keep doing that. I mean, a dig is a dig, I suppose. A dig is a dig, I suppose. However, we talking about you. Let's talk about you for a little bit. We talking about you. You keep trying to divert off of you to somebody else, and that's your problem. Let's keep going. See what else they had to say. Slide over here. So he tagged Offset in something. Offset, this SHI sucks. The dude says we on our way. Offset said you niggas on some internet SHI. But I don't know. I feel like y'all both on some internet SHI high key. But anywho, the dude tagged Offset again. Offset said not gangster. Dude said nah, NIGGA. Do your research, heavy hitter. Did you play your music and then added Offset? Is that what you were given? Thomas, do your research, heavy hitter. So Offset said, why you doing it online though, tough man? Get out my DM because it's up. I'm not going to jail, but we will meet soon. But Offset, you hopped in his DMs. Now you telling him to get out the DMs when you hopped in them? I think you should have went with plan A, which was don't say nothing to that man. Let them be ignorant. Just get y'all screenshots and report it to who you need to report it to. The dude says if niggas would have killed my NIGJ, I would have killed everything moving. That's facts. Everybody getting parked. Now, number one, you trolling, and again, you just continue to bring up this man that has passed to trigger this man, Offset. And I feel like you being the gangster that you are, and if you run the streets the way that you say that you have, then I guarantee you some of your men have gotten popped. And I'm just wondering, who did you get back for your NIGGAs? Because I really do feel like you just talking. Okay. But then Offset said, bro, you're not even allowed in your own hood. He said, I did research and I got you. Get out my DMs. So the guy says, I've been there 20 years. Sucker came home with no scars. I do wonder what he did to 24. Okay. I wonder, what was the 24, sir? So Offset says the clout not gonna work. Get up with me. So the dude says, are you serious? Can't go to my hood? Not the typing. As he was okay. You you wouldn't what? Okay, so that's where it ends. All right, that's where it ends. But he also comes back. This guy, he comes back and he does a video, and this is what he had to say.
Yeah, so the awards and everything, right? Basically, I don't even know how all this happened. I had a great time, great experience. Everything was positive. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Let me re-add it because it looks like it stopped. But I see some people in the comments saying that, he went for murder. And it looks like he's okay and willing to go back. Girl, you can't tie me down for 20 years and I'm out here getting my free and think I'm gonna go back off of some silly shit that ain't never had nothing to do with me, all because some women was beefing with each other, sending subliminal shots, but ain't nobody touched nobody. Like, girl, I can't.
Yeah, so the awards and everything, right? Basically, I don't even know how all this happened. I had a great time, great experience. Everything was positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess they misinterpreted the video that
Boy,
when
stop.
me and Zoo made,
Stop
and we
it.
was just talking shit like regular shit, like Queen, Sturdy, all of that, everything like that. And then I guess Zoo made the comment like, what was it? Oh, waiting for one of y'all niggas to act stupid. And that was it. That was all that was said. Now, I guess Cardi wrote something in regards to that. She didn't even flinch or whatever.
Sir, baby, I cannot allow you to make it seem as though you did absolutely nothing. And it's like, I don't even know what happened. I had a great time, all of this other stuff, just trying to act oblivious to, Cardi's reaction or whatever, when your own label head or whomever he is to you was posting this, instigating whatever, and adding Cardi B. So when Kenneth said whatever he said, obviously this man must be clearly clued in enough to know who y'all was talking about. So you just coming on here trying to act like woe is me, and we're really just only responding. No, you was trying to get some shit started. And congratulations, because that's exactly what it is that you did. Okay, so much so, following up with those additional video going live and all of that, and saying all this extra So, I mean, that's what you wanted to do, and that's what y'all did. So much so that the SHI is continuing to go on at this time. It's still continuing to go on at this time. I need to share a different screen because somebody else done chimed in, and I don't even know who this person is. Okay, but this person done chimed in, and let's get into what they had to say. Okay. All right. So Ken Barbie made this tweet, and he says, another goon. And this one runs a blog. Like, as a man, why are you talking to any woman like this? All these uglies and all this other SHI. Talk that SHI to a man and get your round ass rolled down a hill. Okay, so this is what the man had to say here. He says, here go y'all ugly ass fave in my DMs, mad because the people said her and Offset was scared and slid out the side door with her 8 security guards hovering them from every angle. You mad? Go finish that face surgery so you can look like Nikki and go back to your session with your ghostwriters because you can't rap. You are pathetic and you are pressed, is what he said. Okay. Good, stop it. No, he didn't sit up here and call that lady ugly. Did he call that lady ugly? Great. Listen. Everybody was a little rough around the edges, a few years back. So I ain't gonna hold that against her. Because once everybody got a little coin, they went and adjusted some things on their body, whether it was that nose, do a little tweak here or there, that face, them teeth, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna hold that against her. But you, sir, you know you're wrong for that, right? Now start up there and call that lady ugly. You wrong for that, and then gonna sit up here and plop up with this photo. But I'm not gonna call you ugly. I'm just gonna say the audacity. That's all that I'm saying. But we're gonna keep going. He says, I don't want to hear no, how old is these people, etc. People, Cardi and Offset been popping SHI on the internet behind people's back, but when real killers is out, people be quiet and to claim they're not for drama and sneaking out the side door. He says people begin beat up and be crying, copping, please, I seen it. Okay. He also goes on to say people being wild fraud in my comments right now. He says people being wild fraud in my comments right now, but when them killers come out, people gonna be like, Jeff, you got a business to run. I thought you changed. No, I'm still from Harlem, 128th Street. That be with mad Brooklyn and Queens killers. Niggas will do you. Done. Y'all got to stop playing with the internet. I feel like y'all got to stop playing on the tops of the alleged killers that you guys say you have around you. There might be some dudes that's willing to lose their life, whether it's completely out of this world or whether it's behind bars for y'all. But what be killing me, it be the assumption that y'all be thinking y'all homeboys really gonna ride for y'all in that manner. Because if that's the case, throughout the time that you've been on, affiliated with them, I'm sure somebody pissed you off enough for them to get touched and haven't gotten touched. Like, I don't know, y'all. Everybody is playing on the internet today. Everybody's playing in everybody's face. Like, and what is your issue with them? But Cardi, if you did hop in this man's DMs, why didn't you do a video or some audio or go on station head and say your man like to handle things in private? then why are you hopping into it? If that is indeed what happened. So let's go ahead and switch gears and check out what it is Mr. Jeff from Harlem had to say. Okay, let's go back. All right. He says this, and this was earlier today. He says, y'all calling Nicki Minaj's husband corny, but what's corny is NIGGAs that pop SHI on the internet behind your back. But when they realize real killers is out, they hiding, leaving early out the side door. Nah, be stand on what you said. Okay. Then they go on. We already read that one. He said Nicki Minaj had all them Brooklyn and Queens real killers with her that night, and people were scared. The end. All right. We read that one. And this is Cardi B leaving with security. But this is the thing, as I've said earlier, and I'm repeating this for the people that may not have watched the live from earlier today. The last time Cardi B and Nicki were in the same building, yes, there was an altercation. So whether any goons were there or not, I would have expected both ladies to be packed out with security. Do y'all know how much money is in the building? Why would you not want to secure your asset? Like, that just makes no sense to me. And I'm sure they weren't the only ones that had a lot of security. Come on now. But he says, don't ever tell me I'm making SHI up. Sis and her husband was shook. Nicki had real street NIGGAs with her. Like I said, when them real killers is out, people simmer down. But see, here's the gag for me. This is what's comical with how y'all try to shape things. And I really feel like nobody is right in this overall situation. Y'all love talking about how much of a real killer y'all is, but if you see them with security, if you're really trying to get at somebody, security is not going to matter to you because you're just that much of a street guy, right? Right? Because street niggas don't care. They're going to get into that action. It doesn't matter who's around. And if you weren't there and you showing me a picture and you weren't there, I don't know how valid your word is, sir. It's given from the sideline. You talking too. Okay. So that's some of the stuff, you know what I'm saying? We'll get into what he put up on this page. Okay. He's talking about I'm running an entertainment website. Oh, okay then. Well, let's get into the messages because that's all I want to see. So it looks like Cardi responded. I believe this is Cardi. Okay. This is alleged. He's saying she sent the DM. So let's see. It says Bozo as the BITCH. What killers? You hear yourself talking? Isley brother head ass. Whoa. And I see that don't even sound like Cardi. Okay. Now Offset, did you get this girl phone and you know sent this message? Because this right here don't even sound like girl, let's keep going. Because Cardi don't even talk like this. All right. You bragging about VMAs, knowing that SHI was packed with cops and hip hop police and kept everyone separated. I went out the same night and went out the night after. She says, something in the Bronx. I don't know, something in the Bronx, and all that I move around in my city, comfortable, grown ass man. What you want to do talking to what you want to do talking about you getting out retirement? Come show me, sir. Don't know what that means. The only thing that sounded like Cardi was moving around comfortably, because that's what she said in that other video when she said she moves around comfortably. So now I'm questioning, like, is this really Cardi? Just because a person has a profile photo that matches Cardi's doesn't mean that it was hers. And then it's the fact that you kind of use she's mad, the word she mad, to kind of block out who is coming from. So hopefully we can see in the next messages who is really coming from, because right now I don't think this is authentic and I don't think this is real coming from Cardi, but I do think that you could be real messy. And just just my opinion. Okay. Now this is what I would need to see. Okay. Now this is where you have Cardi B with the check mark and stuff. Okay. Now let's get into it. Now his caption says bling 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 ugly BITCHs is mad. Okay. It's giving Nene leaks. He asks Cardi and tells her to go eat a DICK and die. Let me tell y'all gangsters to me, these new age 40-something 2023. I don't think I've heard as many gangsters say eat a DICK as I have heard all day coming from y'all, alleged thugs. Girl, who says that? Eat a DICK, eat a DICK. Everybody over there can eat a DICK. That's all that I hear. Maybe that's just the up north thing. Okay, let's keep going. He says, you got the right one today. Get your man trashed out here if you want to. Your money and fame ain't going to save you from me if you try and play with me. And that's a promise. Here you go. Here you go. Not you been over here egging this lady on. And then when she responds, then you want to sit up there and tell her to get the hell on, whatever. Her money and fame ain't going to save her, yada, yada, yada. And what be killing me be the threats that y'all be making. Ain't follow through with not damn threat. But these just be the threats that y'all be making. Like, I don't be understanding y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not gangster. This is not gangster. This is not. This is messy. But this is not gangster. So then he tells Cardi, you mad about what I reported? Oh, well, she says, nah, I don't know what you reported. I'm talking about them threats you making. So he says, they said you and your man tipped out the side door in his whatever style loafers. She says them 5 stories of threats that you posted. He says, get out my DMs, girl. Why? Why do you want her to get out your DMs? You've been adding her. You've been talking shit about her. So, I mean, she's coming to respond. You've wanted a response. And then when she responds, then you don't want her to respond no more. Same thing with Offset. You hop in the man DMs, you want to talk your stuff. And then when the man talking back, you want to tell him to get out your DMs. Like, girl, what's happening here? Okay, then he told me, ain't nobody make any threats. She said, you a cornball. I see you ain't talking about SHI. He says, but I can tell you right now, you don't know who you fucking with. So don't play with me because I don't know who you think. I don't know who you think you are or whatever. And it's like, I can't. This is giving punk. It's giving punk. He says, nobody's talking to you ugly. I'm talking to the ugly fans in my comments. Were you? Whew, child, this is a mess here. And then he says, you just want smoke because you mad. He says, this ain't you making something, blah, 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 is your BIT. Play with me if you want to. Bet you get played with. You Larry the lobster shaped bitch. Okay, now that might be Cardi. That might be Cardi. Now, I wasn't here for Cardi when she said the first one, when she said, you Isley brother head. But when you said you Larry the lobster shaped bitch, that yeah, okay, that's probably her. He says your mama ugly, that long ass nose, but BITCA. She says stop skipping leg day. Woo, he said you mad. Girl, y'all is cutting up on today. Ooh, Jay-Z, come get these people up off your internet. Please come get them up off your internet. Please come get these folks up off your internet because I can't take it. Girl, no, she did not tell this man to not skip leg day. I cannot. Oh, let me see if there's anything else. So the people have been arguing, honey. They have been going at it still all day long. Nikki said that she wanted to play a game. Nikki, I'm not playing with you because you done already played enough games. Because you had me sitting over there on station head thinking you was finna show up and then you tapped out after 3 minutes. Don't play with me today, Nikki. I don't want to play no more games today. Catch me tomorrow. Catch me tomorrow, not today. Girl, a whole mess. Cardi put up a post talking about how she move around comfortably and stuff, but they were old photos of herself, just like foolishness. And I just feel like I want people to calm down because, yeah, as much as it's on the internet and, y'all taking y'all jabs and stuff, girl, it can escalate. It can escalate. It can get to a point where people really feel like they got to prove themselves to a point that they really got to do something. And then here we are. You know what I'm saying? All tied the hell up. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I just wanted to let you guys know about what was taking place at this time between Cardi B's crew, Nicki Minaj's crew, the husbands, and all. All right. Nicki, I still think that you might want to get that young man a little away from your circle because, girl, you might need to get a few of them from your circle, but I don't know. You might like that tough. You might like that look, that hood look. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you can have, security around you when it not be like them. Cause that's just, I don't know. But anywho, girl, there's that, honey. All right. So I do want to switch gears at this time. We have about 1,000 people in the chat, so definitely like up the video. Shame on y'all, not 1,000 of y'all being fully entertained, but only got 200 and some likes. I don't like that, girl. Show me some love, okay? I feel like Lloyd, okay? Show me some love. Come on, Lloyd. I'm sorry. Come on. They need to listen to a player's prayer the way they out there cutting up in the streets. Show me some love. All right, y'all. So I want to talk about this Jeannie Mai situation. I do. Can we talk? I just want to talk a little bit. And I feel like I got so many things that I want to play and talk about and stuff. So hopefully it falls all in order and hopefully it all, makes sense for y'all. So Jeannie Mai is getting this divorce from Jeezy, rapper Jeezy. Okay. I really likes me some Jeezy, I have to say. And I've grown to like Jeannie Mai too, because I couldn't stand her at first, and then over time watching the reel and stuff, I'm like, okay, I like her. I like where she's coming from and stuff. So I liked when they both got together for me personally. Okay, I didn't have an issue with it. Well, he has filed for a divorce from her, and when I tell y'all, it's so embarrassing to me because she was just posting this man not too long ago. She was just posting this man not too long ago with their daughter, bigging up his book and everything that he has done recently, said that she is so honored to walk beside him. Meanwhile, he's walking beside the courthouse so he could take them papers in there and file for a divorce from your ex. Okay. And what is also was given to me based on the fact that Jeannie Mai, when I looked at some of the records, that I believe she has like 30 days to respond to said divorce, which leaves me to believe that she was not expecting this divorce. I feel like she got hit with a surprise about this divorce. I do. But we don't know. We don't know what all been in their relationship and stuff like that. But did you find out that he did the divorce petition in June? No, I didn't see that. I just saw the one where he filed as of what day was that? I think it was Thursday, the 14th. I didn't see nothing in June. So did he file? I got to go back and look at that and see if he filed and it's in a different file and see if he filed and then maybe he took it back is what I'm wondering. When you say that in June. So I'm gonna have to look at that. But yeah, so this one went through. Okay. This is the one that went through though. This is the one where it was like, listen, took the papers down there. I'm finna file for this divorce. So if he had anything in June, then obviously she may have known about it. Possibly. Okay. So the doc you're saying was originally done in June. Let me go back and see. Cause see, it had their address on it and stuff. So I didn't want to, show that and leak out their stuff. But I'm about to see though. Where is it? Let me see if it shows it at the bottom on the one that I have. Nah, the records that I have says the 14th. No, BITCH. Girl, no. Wait a minute. Girl, no, you are so right. I'm finna show this on the screen, girl. No, they didn't, girl. No, they didn't. Girl, you is right. It's right here. I'm finna show it to y'all though. Girl, he did sign it in June. Maybe Miss Jeannie did know. Personally appeared before the undersigned attesting officer, duly authorized by law to administer oaths. J. Wayne Jenkins, who after being duly sworn deposes and states that based upon his personal knowledge, the facts stated in the foregoing complaint for divorce and other relief are true and correct to the best of his knowledge and belief. This 15th day of June 2023. Girl. I read that, but I didn't pay attention to the date. And I'm glad you brought that up. So Jeannie Mai knew that this was coming. Go stop. Now, here's the thing. Maybe it's possible that she did not know. I feel like it's possible that she probably didn't know. Just because they went down there and he filed or whatever like that, I mean, maybe she didn't know. And if this happened in June, why are they just now having the tea come out now? Jeezy, did you leak this? Did you leak this, Jeezy, to the people? With your messy self. But we still gonna get into some things because I feel like people trying to make it like it's Jeannie Mai's fault for this divorce. There were some things that were surfacing around, but first I'm gonna get into like two tweets. It's no bad tweets. I don't think these tweets are that bad, but it's two tweets that I came across that I believe are like going viral. And then there's a video of Jeannie referencing like dark meat versus white meat. And that's what really got people like going crazy. Okay. So here's one of the tweets. All right. It says, imagine being married to your husband of 11 years, but y'all divorced because he wants kids and you don't. Then you get married to someone you said made you feel safe enough to have a kid. And then he divorces you 2 years later. Listen, I don't want to imagine that, but I see it on her. Okay. I don't want to imagine that for myself, but I see it on her. Now, for a lot of people that don't know, Jeannie was married to a white man prior to her marrying Jeezy. And I believe roughly about 4 or 5 years ago, she got a divorce from this man. They had been together for 11 years, okay? For about 11 years. And what we can confirm is that Jeannie has stated that when they first got together, they did not want any children. They both agreed that they did not want any children entering this marriage, okay? At some point, probably 7 or 8 years in, she started to notice that he would light up when he was around kids, and she could tell that that was shifting for him and that he did want children. And it was making her cringe a bit because for her, she did not want any. She still was not at that place where she wanted children. And a lot of people don't know that when Jeannie was younger, she was violated, okay? She was violated. I believe she may have been molested. Okay. But she was violated as a little girl by someone in her family. And seeing the toxicity of her parents and everything like that made her feel like she wouldn't be fit to bring a child in this world. And she didn't want to bring a child in the way that, she came in. She just had a lot of unresolved issues that she needed to get figured out. But I also feel like her and Freddie weren't that great of a couple, in my opinion. They may have put up a united front, taking pictures, all of this stuff, but behind closed doors, I believe Jeannie knew her relationship wasn't healthy itself for her to bring in kids. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. Because Jeannie also, and we'll play that at a later time, but Jeannie also mentioned that, she kind of knew the first year that she shouldn't have married that man. That's what she say, honey. She said, when you shouldn't have married somebody. So now, girl, I'm over here wondering, girl, did Jeezy know? Did you know this time around that you shouldn't have married Jeezy? I don't necessarily know. But yeah, she had a horrible relationship with her mom, from my understanding. Her and her mom, I think, are just now getting to a better place over the past few years. But her and her mama weren't even really on good terms. So that's another factor. And I think her parents, or her mom at least, may have always wanted her. You know how some parents want you to live the life that they want you to live and be who they want you to be. And I think that's probably where they had a lot of friction, because Jeannie does make me think that she could be a person that moved to the beat of her own damn drum, high key. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. So there's that. Now, also keep in mind, now towards the end of their marriage, Freddie, I think when they may have separated, I don't know if they were officially separated, but Freddie, her first husband, cheated on her with a woman that I would kind of say is like a family friend, because it was with the woman that they went on like a cabin trip with. It was like a group of them or whatever. And that's the woman he ended up seeing, and the woman that he ended up getting pregnant. And so they ended up divorcing or whatever. I think she had to pay that man spousal support or something like that. He got the audacity to get his ass online trying to talk about she's trash, this, that, and the other. I'm glad I got my happily ever after. Girl, he was over there like dragging Jeannie, and Jeannie was trying to sit up there and take the high road at some points. And I'm like, I can't take it. But If that's what she wanted to do, because I remember her doing a video on the reel talking about how great of a man he was and all this and that. And then like a year later, it was a different story because she was up there crying and stuff. And she said, Freddie used to always tell me, what she said, you'll never know a person until they don't get what it is that they want. And she said, I never thought that it would have been him. So basically, Freddie felt like he was owed some of her bread, because in the beginning, he was the one that made more money than her. And then over time, she ended up making more money than him. And then she had to give up some of her coins over to that man. And that's what pisses me off. If a man is caught cheating, I don't think that she should have to pay him nothing so that you can live off on it. Girl, that made me think about Wendy Williams' husband. Like, you done went and had a whole baby on me. And you mean to tell me I still got to get this man some money so they finna sit over there and just be living a life off of my coin? Absolutely not. Same thing with Holly Berry. Got to give out all this damn money to her baby daddy or baby daddies. Hello? And he still get a portion of her income if it's over a certain percentage. Like if it's over $2 million, I think he gets like 23% of her coin or something like that. And he probably gonna move on and live happily ever after with another woman off of your dime. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Y'all need to put better things in place. Like, I don't know, but I just can't take it. But yeah, she probably do still pay that man spousal support. I don't know, but Freddie was a mess. Freddie was a mess. He was envious when she got with Jeezy. He was talking all kind of cash money. Had his baby mama going in on Jeannie. Like, girl, it was some drama. It was definitely some drama. And now that she's getting this divorce, I really do feel bad for her, because I feel like people trying to make it seem like it's her fault when we really don't have the true details to really know. But I'm gonna go down I'm gonna talk about a few things, because I don't think it's just one person's fault over the other. But yeah, I just feel bad for her. And then this time it hits different because you got a child. You know what I'm saying? And people over there dragging her about the dark meat comment, and it's like that's what you wanted. And look, he done left you this and that. And it's like, girl, y'all sound stupid as fuck to me. Are y'all not realizing that's that man's MO? That man he really doesn't have any commitment in him, high key, for real. And if you ask me, the reason why he actually proposed to the woman was because his mama passed away. And when your parents or whoever passed away, you start looking at life a bit differently. And he probably felt like he needed to change his damn ways. And that's the real reason why he proposed to her. But who he was when they met is not who the fuck he is now. And I guarantee you that has a lot to do with why they is getting a divorce now. And just because he filed first, I know a lot of people are like shocked, like, wow, Grace say a whole lot when the man filed. What does it really say? That he just went down there and filed it? I mean, like, okay. You know, like, I just feel like that doesn't mean that she was completely wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he beat her down there so that he can embarrass her. The same way he tried to do the other two baby mamas, but we'll talk. So yeah, like, I mean, and she could be in the wrong, understand. That could have happened as well. But I would like to get more details before I dump it all on her. I'm sure she probably played a role, but I feel like people are excusing his behavior. Come on back over here to the black side, Jeezy. That's right. That's right. He's not going to do that. That's no longer his preference. Why y'all try to drag this lady about her quote unquote preference because she would have wanted to have been with a white man. Girl, that is not that man's preference. He has not gone that way since the first baby mama. Hi, key. But anywho, let's get into this other tweet somebody made. Somebody said, I don't feel bad for her at all. It's clear she was the problem. How is that clear? We don't have no details, girl. I think she had a kid with Jeezy to spite her ex because he moved on. I don't think that's the reason at all. I don't think that's the reason at all. I feel like if that was the case, she would have hurried up and got pregnant by him as soon as they started dating to fill a void of not being with that other person. So for me, I would have to disagree with that statement. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I don't. I think she had a kid with Jeezy to spite her ex. Girl, what? If anything, I feel like Jeezy, two things. One, proposed to this lady, if you want to take it there, because his mama passed away, but also proposed to her to get back at the other baby mama that he tried to label as jealous and all this other shit. Okay, because he didn't want to give her all the money that was due and get the insurance on the kid that he had with her and do all the other stuff that the court ordered his ass to do. Now, granted, I love me some Jeezy, but we're not gonna sit up here and just act like he perfect, because he ain't. He's not. All right. But I do want to get into what Jeannie Mai had to say about that whole dark meat comment that's going pretty viral. So let's check out what she had to say on that. Let me see if I can get that up. Give me 1 second, y'all. So we can see what Jeannie had to say, honey. And it's a loading, and it'll be up shortly.
Black guys.
Loved black guys. Yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
Hold up. What do you mean, dark meat on the side?
Because she lightweight offensive. I am
No,
going
I'm
to
not.
hush.
I'm saying, like, I really do think black men are attractive. I do. Like, that's my...
Well, what do you mean, dark meat on the side?
That means, honey. You know what that means.
Wait, what are you reading it as?
Ain't nobody. How did you say it?
I'm just saying, like, when I think about men, I like dark men. I do.
Right, you like your main man to be white and your side piece to be
that is not what I mean.
Jeannie, explain what you mean.
Okay,
what
I meant is, like, I used to date black men, okay, and I think they're attractive. But what I decided to stick to, because it just kept me happiest, was my man, Freddie, who happens to be white.
Are you sure?
Yes!
All right, so y'all just heard what Jeannie had to say. And for me, I didn't see nothing wrong with this. Like, y'all act like she's a black woman and she's supposed to like black men. Like, what? Girl, all these black men that be sitting up here talking about some damn, yeah, my preference is this or whatever. And some of them don't even say it. You could just tell what the preference is based on what they date. You know, so, okay, they probably like date dark meat on the side too, because she damn sure ain't going to be on the screens with them. Damn sure ain't going to be in the photo picture with them. So I'm a little confused. It was like y'all was just trying to find anything to try to make her the problem because Jeezy is the more likable person within our community. And I can't rock with that for me. I'm like, girl, that man about just as problematic. Y'all over here digging in her archives. Why y'all ain't digging his? I'm a little confused. Thank you so much for the super chat, LV. Jeezy was a come up for her. She got pregnant immediately once she married him, but I really don't care for either of these folks. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, LV. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean, for me, I don't mind what she said, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all gonna be mad at me, girl. Add some seasoning. Girl, add seasoning to my dark meat. But I ain't seen nothing wrong with it because they be disrespectful as hell all the time. So now that their preference, hello, because she's exotic, said she like them on the side, then oops. You know, thank you so much, Miss C, for the super chat. I think she said that to not offend Freddie. You know what I also thought? Thank you for the super chat, Miss C. I feel like she said that to not piss her mama off at the time. You know, I feel like I question whether her parents weren't fond of Black people until she dated a Jeezy that got bread and likely got way more than what Freddie had and introduced her to a whole new world. And that's probably where the likeness came from, is what I'm wondering. A lot of people are saying exactly what LV said. They feel like it was a come up. I see some people saying they don't see how it was a come up. I'm not necessarily seeing it myself, to be honest. I don't really see how it's a come up. And the reason why, I mean, in what way is it a come up? Because for me, I feel like Jeannie got money. She got her own money. Like, what kind of come up would it be for, especially knowing that they signed a prenup and she gets nothing from this man? Absolutely nothing. Whatever she came in with, she leaves with, and so does he. So that's where I'm kind of like confused about the come up part. And if they do share joint custody, it's a possibility that she might not get child support. She might get it, and then she might not get it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if she's gonna ask for it. I don't know where her mental state is or what's going on, but I don't know if it's really a come up for her. You know what I'm saying? And then I heard somebody say, oh, she did this so she could have closer proximity. And I didn't see this in the chat. I'm just saying. They were like, I believe that she, you know, got with him and this and that so she can have proximity or whatever to black people. And I'm like, how? When I look on her page, it gives more whitewashed. Girl, if we didn't know her husband was Jeezy, girl, we probably would think she's still married to Fred. It's like, what is, girl, what? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just don't see it how y'all are seeing it, you know, but there could be details to come out later that make me be like, okay, I see where they was coming from with this and that. But as of right now, I don't see what y'all saying necessarily, you know? What else did I want to mention? I wanted to get into more. What else did I want to tell you guys about? Yeah, she's been dragged on Twitter. Dark meat conversation. Also wanted y'all to know this is her second marriage, but this is Jeezy's first marriage. And I think he has about 4 children. I don't think Jeezy is the man for commitment. And I think he's realizing that. And the reason why I feel that way is because I'm reflecting back to when they started dating, right? Okay, for me, this is how I remember it. I could be wrong, but this is how I remember it. When they first started dating, Jeezy wasn't really heavy into music anymore. Jeezy was doing his real estate thing, you know, doing his business, things outside of music that was elevating his money. Jeezy went on to do a versus, okay? He went on to do that versus with Gucci Mane, because I'll never forget he sat there in front of Gucci Mane and he was like, I own this, I do that. Because, you know, Gucci Mane, baby, that was an interesting versus because he was not holding back on that. But either way, you know, when you ain't got nothing to hold up against somebody, girl, you're going to throw that money out there and what you got. So that's what Jeezy started to do. He started to talk about, you know, his accolades and things that he has outside of music. But I do think that the verses triggered something in him to make him want to get back out there and do music again, right? So when he was dating Jeannie Mai, or at the time before they got married, he wasn't back on the scene as he is now, like he was then, in my opinion, okay? The pandemic hit, and even Jeannie said in the interview, it allowed them to get much closer with each other because they ain't had nothing but time, and he was already not doing nothing for real anyway, not music wise. So after he did that versus, slowly after that, for me, was when I started seeing little tidbits. He started to kind of like come back. And I'm like, okay, boom, I got it. I get it now, Jeezy. I see you're not doing your one-off events here or there. You're getting back into the game how you were, like putting out music and all of this other stuff. So it's going to require a different type of time than what you were able to give to her originally in the beginning, in my opinion. And I think that became stressful, especially with her being a new mom. And this is just, you know, my assumption of it all, and I could be wrong, okay? I think it was stressful for her as a new mom. And when you see her on her page, it's primarily giving Jenny, her mama, and the damn baby. That's what it's giving. It's barely giving her and Jeezy. So it's like, to me, I just felt like he wasn't as available to her and their daughter as she may have wanted him to be. And I think that may have played a role in their relationship, kind of like breaking down. And they just had some miscommunications, and she probably was over there cussing him out. He probably was over there cussing her out, and probably was like, you know what, I'm done. And I feel like Jeannie is the type of person, especially being in a long-term relationship or marriage with Freddie. I feel like Jeannie is the type of person that would try. Hence the reason why she wasn't the one to file for a divorce. He did. And I feel like he's a person, in my opinion, that's not a man of commitment. And for him, it's like, I'm not going to sit up here and keep arguing with you, girl. I ain't got to do this. I'm out. Same way he did with the last one. I'm out. I can go. So that's just what I'm thinking. I don't think that she would, like, I mean, y'all, people are like, you should have known not to marry her because of that dark meat comment. What? I can't, like, I mean, but that's his preference, though. That's what he wanted. He knew what she said. Hell, y'all knew what she said before y'all made it a thing. Now that she getting this divorce, and now y'all want to sit up here and be outraged about it. he can't take it. Okay, but let's get a little bit into what Jeezy had on in his past life, honey. This is an article from 2014 of Jeezy saying, "I didn't hurt my son. My baby mama's a bitch." Are y'all okay? Okay, they're saying young Jeezy says he did not brutalize his son and made terroristic threats against him, and it claims the whole thing was a setup by his loathsome, greedy, gold-digging baby mama who got him arrested. Sources connected to Jeezy tell TMZ the rapper and his 17-year-old son, Jadarius, did indeed get into a nuclear argument. Well, bitch, if it's a nuclear, it ain't small. So what part did the baby mama lie about? Because I feel like, girl, if it's nuclear, some threats definitely went the hell off. And who done pissed y'all off enough for you to be arguing with your child like that, girl, that it went to nuclear? For me, all right, they said this argument took place in September of 2012, but it never turned really violent. We're told it started when Jeezy told the teenager he had turned into a punk kid with an attitude, and he didn't want the kid staying at his house. Our Jeezy sources say Jadarius became belligerent and the two started screaming at each other. Jeezy claims he never hit, choked, or dragged his son, but admits he shoved him to the ground when Jadarius got in his face. Now, as for the terroristic threats, Jeezy is accused of telling Jadarius, "I will kill you. I will put a bullet in your head right now." The rapper claims all he said was something to the effect of, "Listen, I brought you into this world and I can take you out." Baby, the gag for me is he said something to the effect of. So now I'm questioning, what the hell did you really tell your child? Did you really tell your boy, "I'll kill you, I'll put this bullet in your mother"? Don't play with me. But then when you get over there to somebody else, you're like, "All I said was I brought you in this world, I'll take you out." I mean, baby, you really saying the same thing. One of them is just more cleaned up than the other. You try to play on my intelligence here. I see you, sir. All right. They go on to say our sources claim at the bottom of it all, Tynesha Dykes, whom they say is brainwashing the son against his dad and trying to squeeze every penny she can get from Jeezy. Girl, how's this lady trying to squeeze every penny that she can get from Jeezy when the son is over there living with the daddy? I'm confused. Now, this is old. But they're alleging that Jeezy told his teenager he turned into a punk kid with an attitude and he didn't want him staying in his house. So what benefit was the mama getting? What benefit was she getting, sir? Okay, so you tried to play us. I thought y'all was going to sit up here and play on the words. Y'all not going to play on the words with me. Okay, but anywho, we finna hop to the next one. Let's hop to the next one. This is from Gossip, okay? Back in 2020, they say young Jeezy's baby mom, Mahi, says he concocted claims of Jeannie Mai engagement jealousy to humiliate her. Basically saying that this woman here, who I do believe is the mother of his daughter, was jealous of the fact that he was engaged to Jeannie Mai. And it's like, I can't take where it seems like it's always the women's fault. But what did you do? Let's keep going. The mother of rapper Young Jeezy's daughter accused him of telling tall tales about her mental state and more in their child support and custody case to embarrass and humiliate her. Okay, Malet Mahi, not going to say the last name because I can't, said Jeezy had taken a path of vitriol, lies, and slander in their case over access and support of their 6-year-old daughter in an attempt to divert attention away from his own behavior. Mahi said Jeezy's contention that she filed motions for contempt against him was because she was jealous of his engagement to Jeannie Mai, and that just wasn't true. Neither was his claim that she had manic fits where she'd threatened to kill him that led him to fear for his psychological health, according to her court papers. Child, girl, wait, Jeezy, you was over here cutting up, baby. Let's keep going. Mahi said in new legal docs that although Jeezy announced that he'd asked Mai, which is Jeannie Mai, to be his wife on the evening of March 27th, that morning, through her lawyer, she told Jeezy that he didn't make a court-ordered payment towards a car for her, all right, that she filed a motion for contempt for him by the day's end. All right. She said the timing of her emails proved that she had no idea that he had got down on one knee and that Jeezy's engagement had no bearing on her handling of the case. And I believe everything she damn saying. I believe everything that lady said right there. Like, baby, I sent you that email first thing in the morning, honey. And I already had the email ready to send. Okay. I already had it drafted, ready to hit send on your ass the next morning. I just wanted to give you to 11:59 at night to see if your ass was going to make that payment like the courts ordered your ass to. Okay. That's what I wanted to see, big boy. And I saw that you didn't do it. So I hit your ass at 8 a.m. Now, what the hell you did after 8 a.m.? I don't know. I didn't know you was trying to get engaged to that lady. I frankly don't give a damn. Okay, I'm just trying to get my coins in this car no pay. So what we finna do? How what you want to do on today? Like, what's going on? Okay, too late. I already put in the contempt paperwork because you out of it. You're out. You're in contempt. Period. I ain't got nothing to do with you being engaged to her because she finna be tied the hell up soon in a minute. Give her enough time because I already know what you're working with. Okay, so you can't make me too mad because I. So I listen. I agree with Mahi. Let's keep going. They say the mom of one also fired back at Jeezy's allegations that she threatened his life while having manic fits. She said her attorney asked Jeezy for any correspondence between the pair where she used the word kill, but he hasn't provided any information on that. Now, Mahi also questioned that if she was such an unstable mother, according to him, to their daughter, why hadn't the rapper raised the issue in their case while allowing her to care for the daughter 99% of the time? Bitch, I know that's right, girl. You ain't gonna sit up here and label me as no damn unstable. Because if I'm so mother unstable and I ain't got it together, come get your kids. Didn't we just say that? Didn't we just say that last week when it came down to light-skinned Keisha Coco Vango and the baby mama? Y'all sitting up there, some of that lady is a felon when they go get your kid. If I'm that bad and I'm out of it, mentally deranged, pick them up. Come get him. Come get him then. You ain't finna sit up here and label me as no anything thing. No, I'm on your head top on today and tomorrow. I don't give a damn what you and Jeannie got going on, period. Thank you so much, Miss C, for the super chat. I agree about the parents, but the way Freddie clowned her, you can tell he was KKK mad. She did say she liked black men in the past. Oh, yeah, she did say that. Thank you so much for the super chat, Miss C. Thank you, T Mac Flynn, for the super chat. Come on, Nightly News with Jamie. That's me. Love the voice. Thank you so much. Yes, I like that. Nightly News with Jamie. That's me. I like that. Okay, somebody need to come give me a deal, honey. Call me, somebody. But okay, so let's continue. Let's keep going. All right, so they say how low petitioners, so when they say petitioner, of course, they're talking about Jeezy, all right? How low Jeezy has sunk to make up this type of slanderous lie to defend himself? According to Mahi documents, she says, if this allegation were true, what kind of father would that make you? That he never ever raised any such concerns during the pendency of this child support and custody case. Girl, this is messy. I believe there's more. They say we exclusively reveal that Mahi filed motions for contempt against Jeezy for allegedly failing to pay her child support, failing to obtain life insurance for their daughter. Did y'all hear that? Let's go back. We exclusively revealed that Mahi filed motions for contempt against Jeezy for allegedly failing to pay her child support, failing to obtain life insurance for their daughter, failing to obtain a vehicle for her that was part of their settlement, and failing to enroll in a co-parenting app for their communications. Jeezy denied Mahi's allegations and said she'd only filed the motion to get him back for getting engaged to Jeannie Mai. Boy, get your don't nobody care. I wouldn't give a damn what you got going on if I'm supposed to be getting child support, life insurance, a vehicle. I'm the one winning in this situation. So why do I care who you finna marry when I know what she finna get? No, sir. Mahi also addressed Jeezy's court contention that she has a full-time nanny and that she keep their daughter away from him or his side of the family. The mom said she does not have a full-time carer for their daughter and that she'd always make sure that Jeezy could see the daughter whenever he wanted and often with a less than 24 hours notice. Now Mahi said she'd been the one to facilitate a relationship between Jeezy's father and the girl, driving up to 70 miles one way so that they could spend time together. Mahi said she also tried to foster contact between the girl and Jeezy's adult son, but Jeezy worked to prevent them from having a relationship. Oh my. Now in court, okay, in his court filing, Jeezy said that he'd bought Mahi a $100,000 Range Rover, but she totaled it. Okay. And what they got to do with anything? Oops, accidents happen. Like, what you talking? What do you mean? He also alleged that he complied with a court order to purchase Mahi a new car up to $30,000. But Mahi wanted a car that cost more than that and wanted him to pay for it in a way that was inconsistent with the judge's order. Now I'm with him on that. I'm with him on that part though. Now, girl, I told you I'd get you a car, but this is the car I'm willing to get. Okay. If that's what the judge said, don't be trying to finesse me for more money. Okay, that's not on me. You can put whatever you saved up to the side with it, but I'm not going to go over this 30K, period. However, Mahi said that Jeezy just let her drive the SUV, but it kept the title in his name. Girl, this sounds like somebody else, and I cannot think of it. Somebody else did, girl. Who did that? Was that Dwight Howard and Royce Reed, where he kept the title in his name? That happened with somebody else. I feel like it was more recent than them. Girl, y'all people be, or was that Neo? Was that Neo? Dang, I cannot remember who it was. If y'all remember, put it down in the comments. But for me, no ma'am. Cam Newton. See, y'all better be on it tonight. Y'all better be on it. That is absolutely, I done threw everybody else's name up under the bus. I apologize. It was Cam motherfucking Newton. That's right. Then sat up there, got a car, and then put a car. Let me tell y'all better know if these exes supposed to get y'all a car, y'all need to make sure that the judge orders. Then not only do they pay for it, but they put a title in y'all name. Okay, y'all learn something from this. We was rooting for you. Learn something from this. Okay. Let's keep going. Oh, child. All right, let's see. Yeah, however, Mahi said that Jeezy just let her drive the SUV, but kept the title in his name. When the vehicle was totaled through no fault of her own, Jeezy kept the insurance money, and Mahi spent 5 months shuttling their daughter around in rental cars before he eventually agreed to purchase a car for her by paying the dealer directly, something he'd initially refused to do, she said in court papers. A judge has yet to rule on the case. Both sides are due back in court later that month. I'm sure they got things resolved at this particular time because, of course, this was back in 2020. Now, can I say something? Can we talk? Can we chat? Jenny, come to the door. Jenny, are you there? Hello? Hello? Can I come in? Listen, Jenny, I want to talk. Yeah, you can have a seat. No, I ain't gonna take too much of your time, girl. Listen, this is my thing, girl. I know you was in love with Jeezy and everything, but look, bitch, you was with this nigga when this was going on. No, wait. Hold what you got. You was with him when this was going on, right? Didn't you say it helped y'all get closer in 2020 when the pandemic came? So where was your antennas at, Jenny, when all of this was going on with the baby mama? Because you was there. This was in the mid of 2020. You was there. Y'all had already been dating. But I guess you thought he wouldn't do nothing like that to you because, you know, it was a new relationship. And I know a lot of people gonna try to reduce it down to like, oh, well, you know, she thought that she was gonna be better because she was she's a different race or whatever the case. Well, really, this lady ain't black either. I don't think the one that he was with, I don't think she's black either, especially with that last name. She might be mixed with, you know, black possibly. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter about that. A lot of women assume because they're the new girl. Hey, light skin, Keish. A lot of people believe that because they're the new girl, what he did to that person, they won't do to them. And that's just not true. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Thank y'all for correcting me on that. She's African. That's where that name came from. Because girl, I was gonna put her over there with Indian. I was like, okay, she must be black and Indian or something like that. Thank y'all for that. But yeah. And even with that, they see them more exotic than the women that are here. But anyway, Jeannie, you was with this man at that time, girl. So you didn't see all of this stuff? What he was doing, him constantly having to go to court? Girl, he too busy over there giving you a ring. That's why he couldn't pay for that lady car, get that life insurance for that baby, pay that child support. I don't know what's going on. I'm just telling you, girl. I'm still with you on this, okay? I'm not gonna make you the problem and him appear as though he's the victim in the relationship, which is why he filed. Girl, what he gives to me, as much as I love me some Jeezy, as much as I do, I have to be honest, girl, it's giving he's the one that's a bit problematic to me and the one that filed to embarrass. Because how you get into an altercation with your own son and then you turn around and try and put it off on the baby mama like she had something to do with it, but the whole time the boy was living with you. So how did she manipulate him? You know what I'm saying? What was it? That seemed like that was a father-son issue, but you trying to put it off on a mama. And then here it is with this lady over here, with this breakup. You trying to say, baby, you over here trying to say this lady jealous of what you got going on with Jeannie Mai, and she ain't jealous the whole time. She just trying to get you to do what the court said that you're supposed to do anyway. So I'm a little confused. So when I see that this divorce was filed back in June, and I guess whatever documentation came to the front in September, and it was leaked out or whatever the case, child, it's given. Did you do that? Did you leak this out to try and embarrass this lady? Because that's embarrassing. I don't care what nobody say. Girl, not you sitting up there talking about some I'm honored to walk beside you, this, that, and the other. And then you turn around and you done drop this divorce papers on her by the next week. Listen, I don't care what nobody say. I refuse to believe that if Jeannie would have known that they were getting this divorce, I refuse to believe that she would continue to post about this man. I feel like she would at least just make it about her daughter, her kid, her daughter and her mom. And that's it. That's what I think, in my opinion. Now, she going to have to come out and tell me, though, because that's when I'm going to look at her side when I hear from her mouth. Yeah, Jeezy and I have had problems for quite some time now. And, yeah, I knew that, we were going to get a divorce, da-da-da-da-da. Then my perspective on her may shift. But at this time, I do feel like she was blindsided. I do feel that way, y'all. And I just seen a lot of people on Twitter trying to make it seem like she was the problem. And I'm just like, y'all could be right. But at the same time, I refuse to believe that he was a saint as well. So if it's going to be problems, I think it should be shared on both sides. But that's just what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? But again, my question is this, Jenny. Did you know? Did you know? You had to have known. You already saw how he was with this woman here on the screen, his baby mama. You already saw how he wasn't really paying nothing, wasn't really doing anything, doing his part. So did you know within your first year of marriage that it wasn't going to work? Because that's what you had said at one point. You know what I'm saying? So I just have questions that need answers because you had said that you know.
Been a year since, hand to heart, I swear, any woman who has been divorced in that year, you have red flags if it's not going to work. I did. Isn't that real, guys? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
Right.
And sometimes it's best to nip it in the bud. That women's intuition, and I've said it before, like if you really...
so when did you know?
I knew a year in, for sure.
When you got married?
Yes.
Y'all were married for 10 years.
I know, because and I think this is the part where I'm still having that conversation with myself. You're always gonna ask, damn, why did you wait so long?
Right.
But as a woman, and I'm proud of this trait that I have, I'm loyal as
Right.
I really am. And when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And it's another human being who put all of his hope into trying to make it work. So you gotta try. And so I'm as much as I'm proud of myself, I'm also like, you don't have to wait so long when you know what's right for you.
Ding, ding, ding. Almost every single person that I know
Say it.
that has gotten divorced
Say it.
says they absolutely knew it.
Always.
Every single person, and it's not them being dramatic or being like, I knew it the first day just because, you know, it didn't work
Oh,
out.
so you said they knew early on in the marriage.
Almost every single person I knew one of two things. One, they never should have done it in the first place.
Wow.
They felt that there were other voices in their ears that said they should do it, or they felt forced into it, or they felt pressured. That's the number one thing. And number two, almost every single person says within the first year, they knew, wow, I've made a mistake.
Wow. So then that makes me question, Jeannie. I'm just being honest here, okay? I done called out Jeezy, so we have to call you out as well. We have to be fair, okay? Do you think, number one, my question is, did you know? Especially with what you saw in 2020, okay? And then my other question is, do you think that he knows what's best for him? Because you said you know what's best for you when you filed that divorce or whatever you mentioned. So, girl, I'm just wondering, did y'all both know? Did you know? Did he know? Did you both know? That's the question. But I do want to get into something else because people have said that Jeannie has an attitude. Okay, she has anger issues, and I do have a video where she does admit to that, and she kind of talks a little bit about the relationship with she and Jeezy and stuff. I don't think this is the reason, as some people were trying to label it to be the reason as to why they got a divorce. It could be, it could have contributed to it, but let Jeannie tell it. She's done the work on herself to fix the anger issues and stuff that she had going on. So let me go ahead and pull that up, and we'll just listen to what Jeannie had to say. It's going to be a cute little snippet. So let's check this out.
I don't expect somebody to change for me, but I want them to grow and to become better versions of themselves for them. Like the person who, my favorite quality in a person that I think is so attractive is self-awareness. I love when someone's self-aware to be like, you know what? That was kind of narcissistic of me, or that was kind of selfish of me, or that, and then whatever you see when you call that out, do what you got to do in order to kind of grow out of that, or stop, or draw a boundary between you and that person. For example, I have a really hot temper. Not a lot of people know this, but it's just something in my family. I've seen it in my grandmother. Saw it in my grandfather, to my grandmother, to my mom, to my aunts, to me, right? But I didn't notice it in myself until I was with Jeezy.
Interesting. You didn't notice in your previous marriage?
No, because it has to do with the type of relationship you have.
Boom. And I'm glad you said that. The reason why you didn't notice it was because both of you hoes was already toxic, okay? Freddie was over there mean your ass with the same anger that you was over there giving him high key auto periodically time. That's why he got on social media and dragged the hell out of you, because he was so comfortable doing it, because that's what y'all did in y'all relationship. But you tried to come to the front and portray it as though it was something else. That's why your ass knew the first year of that marriage that your ass should not have been with him. So I don't even know why you ended up marrying him, but it definitely was given that you was over there trying to please your parents high key with this good white man because he made more money.
And the type of respect you have for that person to mirror things back to you, where you actually would stop you in your tracks and evaluate yourself, you know?
So you had it.
So I had it, but nobody ever called me out on it. Also, in my line of work, sometimes being a boss isn't so great for you, because you have a lot of people who just agree to what you want. They're yes men, right? And so I didn't notice that I had a hot temper until I got with Jeezy. And here's a person who is my equal and I really respect. And when I would spew some of my old habits, and he was like, like, who? That's not flying here. And also, it would trigger him to come back at me with things where I was like, who the fuck do you think you are? But I was triggering him. So through work, we learned that we both have certain habits that to the everyday person, from friends, family, fans, they'll never see it. But to the person who loves us deep enough, you can press that button and boom, the dragon comes out. And we both have it. So we had to work on that. But he never told me to fix my temper. I just saw it and I thought, unless I want to stay in this place where I lose this person I love and I stay in my comfort zone of doing what I want to do and function the way I have for the last 40 years when nobody else had to stop me.
Which obviously has done quite well for you.
Right. I could have. But this was something greater that I wanted. And also a great challenge to myself to say, what if now that I know it exists and the dragon's there, what if I got rid of that? How do I kill that dragon or store it in its place so that it never creates havoc in my life? And that took work. So for me, I think I don't want somebody who doesn't change. I want you to change and grow. If it means growing into an even better version of what I fell in love with.
Mm-hmm. There's
All right. So y'all just heard Miss Jeannie Mai sit up here and share her thoughts about the anger issues and said that, you know, she worked on that for Jeezy because she really loved him and wanted to have that relationship. And I believe that that is indeed true. I told y'all, for her to be with a man she knows she shouldn't be with and suffer through it for a decade. Yeah. And then they also were in therapy. Like they really went to counseling, her and the first guy, over her not wanting children. You know what I'm saying? Trying to counsel through it or whatever. But I think that I think she's right when she says she's loyal, extremely loyal. So that's why I'm like, I can't say it's all on her. I feel like it could be a bit of both of them. Not y'all told her to go on back to Freddie, baby. Freddie over there living his happy life. Let me tell you, I bet you Freddie over there just chuckling now that he sees that she's getting this divorce from this man. Girl, this is truly sad. I hate it though. Jeezy said there is no chance of getting a reconciliation. Whew. So because of that, I don't see them going back. And I feel bad for Jeannie because I just think she do take stuff very hard. Even though she knows that she shouldn't have been with Freddie, she was damn near crying throughout, like damn near every episode when they were going through that divorce. So now that she has this child and this is a relationship that she actually was fighting for, in my opinion, with Jeezy, and she got this baby, I can imagine what she's feeling and what she's thinking and what she's going through. And it's like, oh my God, not only am I a first time mom and I'm new to this, but then also at the same time is giving, damn, I'm going to be a single mom while I also go through a divorce again. The only good thing for you, Jeannie, is you ain't going to have to pay him nothing because you signed a prenup. So what you come in with, you know, you out with. You don't owe him nothing. He don't owe you nothing. So yeah, I think I think it's sad, you know. I think it's a sad situation. I hate that for Jeannie. Let me see. There was one more thing I may or may not talk about. Let me see real quick. I think this was about the Kenneth Petty situation. Let me see what this is giving over here. Let's just see what they're saying. Somebody sent this to me. Let's see what's going on over here. Girl, what is this? All right. They're saying Offset sent some DMs over to Kenneth Petty affiliate and now is allegedly targeting the blogs. Whew. Girl, y'all just gonna keep it up, huh? So now, not sure whose IG story this is from. This is the Hollywood group chat. The men are fighting this time. Some tea hit the streets earlier of Offset sending some DMs to a Ken Petty affiliate. Okay, in response. Excuse me, to some words on an IG live during the VMAs. Well, after those DMs got leaked, etc., celebs love Nicki Minaj is now reporting that Cardi B and Offset team had the Shade Room take. Okay, let me see if it's over on their page. Let's see. Okay, one second. Oh, yeah, that's long. I can't read it over there, so we'll read it over here. Okay, so celebs love Nicki Minaj. All right, so this is what they're saying. They're saying the owner of TSR and her female employees allegedly received threatening calls, okay, a couple of hours ago by people claiming to be linked to Off to Cheat, okay? This is what they said. I didn't say it. They said he was off to cheat, honey. They said when she posted the DMs, we're off to cheat, allegedly instigated all of this fake beef for promo. Okay, now that's what y'all not gonna do. Okay, see, I understand y'all like Nicki Minaj. I get it, but this is where y'all be killing me, where y'all be trying to change the narrative. I'm saying that this man created all of this fake beef for a fucking album that's coming out next month or whenever the hell this is coming out. Like, that's where I just can't get with it. Why are y'all trying to overlook? Why do y'all keep overlooking that this boy did a live? This boy had he not went live trying to show off and show everybody who he's with, probably wouldn't be no conversation, and it damn sure wouldn't be one if his own affiliate would not have been sitting over here adding Cardi B. But y'all trying to sit up here and change the narrative, and that's just what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I can't get with that. All right, now, come on now. So then they said she was allegedly forced to delete the post because Off to Cheat was being dragged in the comments, and he allegedly reads the comments like the moonwalking thirst bucket he is. Okay. Now, I do kind of believe that he hops in their DMs a little bit. Whether they were told to take it down, that's what I don't know if that's what it was about or not. But now I'm questioning the credibility of the rest of what you have to say based on how you was trying to spin the story at the very top of it, trying to make it seem like it was Offset fault when it wasn't. That's what y'all need to stop doing. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat, Orange Moon. Hey, Jamie, we appreciate you bringing us the piping hot tea on this good Saturday. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much for the super chat. And as I bring up this piping hot tea, girl, I hope the people are indeed liking up the video is what I'm hoping, honey, because, you know, we got almost like 1,500 people in here. But anywho, let's keep going. All right. So they go on to say, yeah, she was allegedly forced to delete the post because Off to Cheat was being dragged in the comments, and he allegedly reads the comments like the moonwalking thirst bucket he is. However, she left up 2 posts that paint Zoo in a bad light without giving any backstory. Then they posted a promo of Off to Cheat's new horrible song to allegedly stop their employees from being beaten up by Off the Charts. Girl, y'all is a mess. And they're people who didn't spend for their homie. Girl, it's the reach for me. Y'all arms should be very tired. And what be killing, let me say it now before I forget. What be killing me is the shit y'all be putting Nicki Minaj in. Now, granted, I know Nicki may put her stuff in some other stuff, but sometimes I feel like she don't even be asking for the drama that y'all be trying to create. And that lady probably be somewhere minding her damn business, and then all of a sudden the Barb's over here arguing with somebody, and she may feel compelled to respond, or that's, you know what I'm saying, like it's that big of a deal. Same thing with her NIGGA. Y'all over there doing the most. Yeah, we out here in case some niggas get stupid. Da 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 da. Stop acting like a fucking buffoon. Just stop. Okay, that lady over there, like, I ain't even know all this was going on. I'm over here trying to host the damn show. Y'all trying to bring the hood to the VMAs, trying to come my coin. Like, y'all just be liabilities, honey, liabilities. They go on to say, this isn't the first time we've heard of Off to Cheat allegedly threatening women and artists in their DMs or via phones and hanging up, then not wanting any smoke. It appears now that once again, Off to Cheat is about to flop as always and needed the queen for engagement. Girl, stop it. And then he sat in the boy DMs and told him not to post him on social media. So if Off to Cheat, girl, y'all got me calling this man Off to Cheat. So if Offset, if Offset really wanted all of that, he would have been doing everything on Twitter and going live himself and doing the most. Y'all trying to change whatever narratives. And that's what I can't. The one narrative that y'all can't spin is what her husband has charges on. Like, girl, I can't. But y'all try y'all best with that too. Like, cut it out. But anywho, that's what somebody sent to me, that this blog is trying to allege that Offset over there and they people over there threatening the shade room and stuff like that, honey. Girl, y'all is off the wall with all y'all stuff and y'all antics and stuff. Girl, I cannot. Girl, I'm glad some of y'all get paid for the bullshit y'all be out here spewing. Some of y'all just be out here doing the shit for fun. Girl, can't get no tickets to her concert or nothing. Ain't getting no gifts sent to you. Nothing for being a fan or a Barb. And then y'all just be going up. Same thing for Barty Gang. Just be going up. Ain't getting that damn piece of a ticket. No type of residual for your tweets. Just out here showing your arse to get it together. We hate to see it. But either way, guys, good luck. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to, get into this and see exactly what they was talking about. I don't know how much I believe them because of the first part of their statement where they was over here trying to finesse and spin, and we just don't have time for that, girl. Y'all love trying to overlook details and stuff, honey. But we're gonna let y'all do what y'all do on this good Saturday night as y'all get ready to go to the club and be outside and stuff like that. Just don't be threatening people, honey. But that's all that I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely, and listen, or shall I say listening, both. Thank you so much. Be sure to like up the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.